Hello, Thomas D. Cat family. Today is February the 8th, 2026. Please like, rate, share, subscribe, reflect, discuss us, and think about. But here it goes. What can get people in messy situations, and such as like relationship issues, job losses, is difficult dynamics, family drama, and another thing, and also bad work environment, and such as employee resignations. And 7 and last one, people pulling away from you, people pulling away from you, such as like social estrangement. And selective listening can be one of those, is what can get you in those situations. And yes, selective listening is choosing when you want to listen at your own convenience. But it's not really healthy. In point of view, you have to listen when it's important to listen. And because if you just listen to your own convenience, you're just wasting your time. But the goal is that you have to ask questions first. Because if you ask questions and you're actually listening, the second thing is important, but make yourself be comfortable and adapt to situations that require you to have your attention. Kind of like the movie Jaws, where my point of view, selective listening was involved. The mayor didn't want to listen, but the shark was eating people, countless people. Or Reservoir Dogs. Joe Cabot was a selective listener. He said it like this: my way or the highway. Good, let's get to work. That can be a version of a selective listener. Right. And here's how I see it. Selective listening in Reservoir Dogs is what gotten and Mr. Orange and Mr. Blue and Mr. Purple killed, in my opinion. Gotten some of the members killed. But there was only Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink, and Mr. White. Right, and Mr. Blonde always was selectively listening when, and Mr. White was frustrated. He didn't learn the importance of listening, but Mr. Pink had to listen when it was serious. The point is that, like James 1:19 would say, or just the book of James, be quick to hear and slow to speak. Or what King Solomon would say is that King Solomon talks about how, in my point of view, is the importance to listen. And because overall, selective listening also got me in trouble in the sticky situations in my past. And yes, does get kind of messy. Selective accountability is another issue. You don't, I get, if you've gone through a situation where someone said that I can hold you accountable, but you don't get to hold me accountable. It's disrespectful if you hold someone accountable. You're not their judge. Well, who cares? It's business. Just like the Godfather would, just like Vito would say, hey, or James Caan. It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. As you call out on something that needs to be called out, whether they say that it's disrespectful if you call someone out, or you're not the judge. Disregard all of what they're gonna say. You just call it out. And if they're gonna be upset, who cares? Just like Esther 4:14. If I perish, I perish. But you do what you have to do to call out what needs to be called out. You don't get to, you should not the Hollywood treatment is not to, because here's my point of view. But the Hollywood treatment is not to, is saying that. And my version of me calling the Hollywood treatment talks about that you don't get to walk out from being held accountable, whether it's from anything. Even if you have to hold someone else accountable and they don't like it, if they call it disrespectful, fine. But you do what you gotta do. I will stand with you. But know this, you're not gonna, if you don't hold that standard, and if you're afraid to try, then write it down. Write down what needs to be accountable. And who knows? Write that down, and then you can tell a counselor, a minister, at a church. Who knows? Maybe they can help you call that out too. But don't let that person you're trying to hold accountable override that. And because as if you want to hold someone accountable, and if they just deflect, saying that you're being disrespectful, you're not the judge, let them remember something. Let them remember that they can be eating junk food and watching the Hallmark Channel. Or if they're just gonna deflect to that, they can deflect to like you're trying to hold to someone else accountable. Just let both parties be eating junk food and watching the Hallmark Channel. You did your part, but you gotta let life do its half. Just like high school taught me. Justin Gilbreth, you did your half. Let the person who's choosing to be holding themselves accountable do their half, or let life do their half. It's easy to just let, like what David McCallum taught me from Benton Alien Force, sometimes heals. Sometimes the best way to correct, to prove a point, is to actually do nothing. But overall, that way, hey, you can see that you are not messing around, but you need to make yourself remember that you're being realistic. So overall, please, overall, another thing, before I call it lights out, just like a Christmas tree miracle, on the movie, the George family, David George was trying to select what job he wanted than the job that was realistic. So to those who want to be selectively accountable or selectively alert, then avoid being like David George from the movie A Christmas Tree Miracle. Be the ones that are willing to accept that I will accept being held accountable, even if it hurts. I will not just tell them that you want to be held accountable, even if it hurts. But don't use you being disrespectful. Because when you say you're disrespectful, you're just hurting your chances. So now you know. So all of you, have a good night. Bang bang. All of you, Ohana, please have a good night. Bang bang.